So we're gonna do. I have to just doing a restart. Right. There's gonna be time periods. I want you guys to watch it, and I want you guys to take your time to watch the whole thing, and then come back to this video. And this is more explaining the experiences that Lee had with Lily in this video. This is a very big video with Lily. A little bit disruption from Lee's religion really kind of just disrupts so much of the conversation. So he's kind of just stuck on, he's pretty much stuck on a wheel of manure. And we, you're going to feel, you're going to see what's actually happening. When religion is such a strong hold in people's mind, is going for so long in your life, it's hard to drop it. And so, especially when you have reality and what is real, which is metaphysical, and you have a sentient spirit on the other side, conversations can be very unique, and how that is interpreted can be misconstrued with religion. So, it's just it is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a pretty much a kind of a semi-thorough explanation of what's going on with this. Alrighty, alright, let's get this started. So the first one is going to be just, I'll stop just after 12 seconds, but it's 12 seconds. And there you have it. So you notice with that chair, you can feel that actually she was standing right next to him, kind of more floating, but she was standing there, and she went in and used her arms, the energy that is that looks what will be like an arm, and touch the electronics. This is magnetic energy, and so essentially affecting the chair, making going chair go up. Just at the same time, like because he was hearing the clicking sound, and that clicking sound was going, and then the gas stove went up, and this is what you're seeing the result of that. But she did that to keep him from getting up right away, to keep him on also further understanding. Like I'm working with this, I'm working with you, and trying to get your attention to wake up and be aware. Um, and so a lot of it is this is just Lily really being strong about this, and it's necessary. There's a very specific note from Era too, and he mentions with this, you will never be harmed when this stuff happens. It's only to wake you up, get your attention, open your mind. So that's very important. He's just stuck in his ignorance, and ignorance is once you're given the information needing to break your ignorance and choose to ignore it, you're being stupid. And this is just showing, hey, like this is being shown to you. Being aware of this. Don't be stupid. And he's being stupid about it. Um, if you've seen the video, you're probably aware that, like,
been a while since this happened. Well, let me just sort the microphone.
side note too, when he said that, Vlad used to do that a long time ago, but that was just to mess with him. This is different. Lily's trying to like open his mind. It's like a flame, um, and that's kind of just, like, what's going on. It's that passion. It's like trying to get his passion and get back to figuring out the other side. If you're going to figure out the other side, might as well get the proper. Um, there's nothing more nothing's faster than getting the symbolic. And the fire is very symbolic. Even the numbers, as simple as that, the knockings is very symbolic. And you see 111. And that's the numbers of gathering, a positive group of gathering coming together to understand and show you. And this is also not look Lilly and Era are with you, and this is saying this is the message that comes through from this. Alrighty. The next one is when he goes into. Alright, just go past that. 7 says that 133.
Can you turn this off? You've got 10 seconds.
So right there, when he tells her she has 10 seconds to turn off the flame, uh, he's Aaron mentions like, "Wow, really? Like, why? Okay, 10 seconds." She really turned on the flame. But he goes in further. So you have no power over her. You're a speck of dust compared to her, and you think you can command her. How arrogant with the religious issues and disrespectful you are to her. If it were to be me out of body, you will only act like that once. Then again, I'm going to show you the truth of things. I'll take you back in time to watch the first being, your God and devil, coming into existence and later creating a creation of abuse. Your loving God. So it's just pretty much just the same situation. It's like he's actually gonna go when he gets home. He's gonna show Lee after he had a little talk with him and everything happens. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be recorded, kind of. I don't know if that's gonna be put out, but he essentially is gonna experience something he's never expected to ever see again. And he actually gets to see the beginning of creation and how it started. And Aaron's going to show him that right there in person. It's like, oh, we all get the experience, but this is specifically for Lee, too, to experience, to understand. Alright, the next one's going to be around 446. You kind of just, like, again, he's just walking around. He's just showing the chair, what's happening with the chair. You know, exactly. It's like, oh, the chair works, like, pretty much saying that, hey, the chair is strange. This has never happened before. It's moving. But, like you said, just not really aware, not too much to really understand what's actually going on. So we're gonna go to the next segment. It's at 446. I'm gonna go about 10 seconds. What? 20? 17 seconds.
Who just bus BUX? Who just turned this on?
Okay.
If you're still around, use this.
Okay. So right there, when Lee asked who just turned the stove on, before he could finish asking the question, Lily said bus. She was telling him he needs to get on the bus, the right bus, to get to where he's going. He's going whether he knows it or wants to. So this is related to him being going on the ship and getting the situation, seeing the ETs, hybrids, and with everyone when the things gets when it all happens. So the bus is that representation of that. It's like moving forward, getting on the right bus. You don't want to go on the wrong bus that takes you to where you don't want to go to. You want to go on the right bus where you should be going. And this is like uh, this is more just guiding him back to the right place where he should be going. So to further go along, um, this is another part. This is the time is at 5:10, but this is related to it.
Ice in my hand. Explain to me why you're turning this on. I usually turn this off at the. No, you won't. Oh. Yeah, I usually turn it off at Wall. No wonder.
So right there, she just said no, you won't. It goes to him turning on and off every night of the stove. And she's saying in general that she can actually control his thoughts and make him forget that he turned off his gas, and it's to him it's like a normal routine, and it's just the same thing. It's like he has his own powers. Like I know I do this every night, and she said, "Well, no, you won't. Yeah, that's not gonna always happen." So that's a very big part. It's like it's her decision, not his, and that's a very big thing for those to understand. And this is another note from Era. Lily and I are connected, and nothing is as powerful as me. Era, let alone the two of us together, which is a big, big deal. And you see, twi 22, 22 is an understanding of elders, an elder number, compassion, understanding. This is also an understanding of movement towards, and the physical movement is something that he does, but he has to understand that from Lily and Era, they're connected. Nothing's more powerful than that, than them in regards to that. So, and it's very. This is about power. This is something within his mental thought process too. It's related to. It's like even with my own family, with my mom and dad. It's a lot of the times with religion, you can they should try to show their power, and they go to um, this religion. In reality, what we see here, and what I understood as a child, was actually happening around them. Like, yeah, you'd be surprised what's really there, what's actually happening around you. It's like, oh man, here we go again. All right. So the next one we're gonna go through is gonna be just 534, and we're gonna actually get there. So we'll just
Tell me your name. Can you do that again? Do it again while the camera's on you.
you notice she didn't respond to that, and when he said, "Can you do that again?" and she doesn't reply because she's there to help him, not play games for his entertainment. It's all about his waking up and nothing else. Lee is, and then this is regarding to next because I'm going to start out on 7-Eleven. Lee, in his disgusting religious arrogance, thinks he's in control with his imaginary god. He gives her commands, and again, he's lucky as her, not me in spirit form. And then from the here and point on, Lee continues walking around, giving her commands. That's almost funny. The finger telling the brain what to do. She ignores its stupidity and foolishness. So that's pretty much what this is from here to just about 7-Eleven. I'm gonna go back before. Um, it's him just talking about it, and walking around and trying to just show out. Yeah, it's just like it shows out more in videos when other people watch it. Because you gotta remember, though, he has thousands and thousands of people watching this. So how the response and what he does, there's always that thought process back in my mind for that. All right, next one.
Are you not going to communicate with me? Bangs do not help. Bangs do not show you powerful.
So in general, Lee is just um, trying to communicate with Lily, which is he's thinking is just another spirit, but it's the same type of spirit that's not going to hurt him. And she gives him the communications like, "Oh, I'll give you communication. I'm going to give you 5 knocks." And this is the same as I told you before: learn, experiment, learning experiment, and essentially saying, "Hey, this is numbers. This is about understanding what that means." And I use the same numbers, and he's completely avoiding it. And this is more of a response to Primera. Also, through at 7:20, that's when she gives the 5 knocks. and which means physical movement, which also relates to the fact that he's about to be physically moving, as in leaving, to begin his journey to reality on on an ET hybrid starship, and including his house in Coral Gables too, in Florida. So that's very specific, for the information of the five knocks. And then further going on, in order for Lee to understand anything, he has to start understanding simple numerology. Lee can't understand what she's saying in the voice. She's using numerology, but he refuses to listen to what I have told him earlier to look at the numerology information on the front page of the spiritualfoundation.com website. He probably thinks it's the devil's talking, and he has the brain output of a chunk of wet clay stuck in a religious dogma. Yeah, there's nothing more can be said about that. So, um, in that sense, it's just like I tried saying it in the previous recording, but it got mixed up. It's like I was thinking like a rock and clay, and that rock is not moving. If anything, it's making dents in the clay, but it's not really going anywhere because the clay is holding it because it's all over it. So he's not really aware of too much of who he is as he should be. And then this is all. And remember, he's having experiences with ascension spirit in his home nonstop, and he's still in this religious dogma, and he's still in this weird. Um, because often anything religious, it is always a firewall, and so it causes so many issues when it doesn't need to cause issues. So something simple as this gets misconstrued all the time. All right, next is at 7:42, and Liz says start communication, and we're gonna go right there.
Bang it again.
Start communication.
Start communication. I'm trying.
So right there, when she says starts communication, you can even hear it through the voice that she's kind of just like really, a little mad. She's getting a little pissed at Lee for not learning how to hear her. His closed, arrogant mind, his refusal to get the help he needs when it's given to him, she's about done with him and his nonsense. Even though she has great patience, she's about over his arrogance and refusal to learn simple stupidity. So there's that real excerpt for that, and it's very interesting how, yeah, it's just the same thing. And then Lee keeps saying that she's not saying anything, and he can understand. That's because he won't take the advice he's given to do so. He does not command anything but his closed, warped mind. So essentially, his mind is only his own warped mind with religion. It's the only thing he can command, nothing else really. So we're gonna go on to a little further. 7:45. This is just past the 7:48. Um, this is another note that he mentions, and I'm gonna go ahead and play this a little bit.
They're not communicating. You just find that.
So right there, this is just kind of his response. But when Lee's saying he's trying to communicate with her, but apparently the fault is hers, and that she's not communicating as he wants. He says you're not communicating, you're just banging, which is hilarious because he's communicating with numbers. She's communicating with numbers, and he's refusing to get the numerology. A chimpanzee can do this. It's pure religious arrogance that keeps him from understanding. I will fix this as soon as I'm scared again. So this is really the era when he gets into square form. He'll take care of it. It's just funny seeing how interactions, and we gotta remember, this is done. This is done to him by the original male and female. They did this on purpose so he can get on his knees and say praise, Mother Father God. And that was the only reason why they do they did all this abuse towards him and make him in his mind this whole dogma. It's just for that to happen. They want that for every single being. That's how sick they were. So that's the understanding of that. It's like, yeah, there's so many people who've gone through that, and then when they're waking up and they actually have experiences like this, you can see how much a hindrance it is that gets in the way. So we're gonna go on. This is gonna be a little bit faster. Um, we're going to the next one. It's gonna be around 8:10.
Show yourself to me. I just saw a flash on that. I'm assuming it was, the IR light, the reflection of it.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back. I want to show this specifically. Um, so actually at 8:10, when lead the man shows yourself, he's lucky she doesn't. It was soiled. He was soiled his pants. Yeah, yeah, that will definitely happen. Um, but going to the next section at 8:20, she creates a light and he dismisses it, and he wonders why she's frustrated trying to communicate with him. And she's like, all right, let me show you something, so you can actually see it, and he does, but he dismisses it right away. So I'm gonna try to go slow here. Oh wait, sorry, it doesn't work well here. So you slowly try to pause it right there. Yeah, so you kind of see that after image. That wasn't really part of IR light. That was part of the way the camera works, but there was a flash that popped in on this area, and it was like kind of fast, and then out. That was her showing herself. This doesn't really show too much. Which I've done.
Oh my god! I
Yeah,
just saw
yeah, like there and
flash
over.
on that.
So this is just like quickly trying to give him understand what's happening, and then we're gonna go to the next one, which is at 8:44. Just go before that.
Why are you not communicating?
dollar,
I kid you not. It's just said dollar. What's that? Is that something else? That's obviously an intelligent answer. Literally, it was there.
you will be scared.
Nothing you do can scare me. Do something. The banging doesn't scare me. That isn't scaring me. I'm not even going to open the door. Do something else.
Before we get to that part. So there's three main sections, but we're gonna go to the first one. Is at 8:49. Gotta go right here. Well, also there's a part when he says it right here. Lisa says why you're not communicating. Again, she doesn't respond to that, but she communicates dollar because we're going back to where we're trying to get. Lily's trying to tell him what's going on. Remember, this is more symbolic. So she's saying one because this is the equipment he's using. The app he uses only has a certain amount of set of words. He's only able to say. She's only able to say certain things. So saying dollar represents a whole wide of things, and it's just one simple word. So when Lily says dollar, she's simply referring to all the money he's about to receive. Since there's a dollar near his phone, then she says three, which means joy, joy and happiness, and positive, which also means positive people coming together. She's telling him that he'll be receiving money and he'll be happy. And she's hoping to at least get some kind of message out of it. But unfortunately, it's all in vain. He simply demands that she moves the dollar, and a rock has more insight. That's what Jay's trying to make a joke. I'm not really going to say the joke. A rock has more insight. That's funny. Ah, ay, ay, ay. Um, But it's just like they should get well. She's hoping he understands that, and it's just all in vain. But the next one is at 9:25 when she says you'd be scared.
Intelligent answer. Literally, it was there.
You will be scared.
Yeah, and when she tells him that he will be scared, and he will be. First, I will make a visit at his house downstairs and make a physical body, one of a humanish dragon, the Drakh, first race. So the Drakh is the first race of all beings, essentially. But they're Drakh, is dragon, essentially, dragon-like, and he will soil himself. Then a very short while later, he will wake up in his bed in a room that's not his, and he'll be on a starship that belongs to my very close friend, Aaron. This ship is 4.3 times the mass of Spain. And then this is what he's gonna do in regards to when she said you'll be scared, and it's something that's just bound to happen. When you just like you see a being that creates a dragon-like being and right in front of him, what? And then especially through what you've been through all your life, it's like you're just gonna be terrified for a moment. But we all been in bodies like that before, so it's just like it's just a remembrance. And and then also the second part you mentioned about being on Aaron's ship is like after, and this is all when, like after he goes to experience, after he sees the body, um, he's gonna soil himself, and he's gonna clean up himself, and when he comes back down, he's gonna actually Era is gonna be right there, and he's gonna show him the beginning, and he's gonna show him what the original being male and female, and what they have done to creation and the beast they have created for that, all just for praise. And but yeah, and then the next one is at 9:27, which is I just missed right here. I'm gonna go back.
Nothing you do can scare me.
Sorry about that. Cut. My headset died. Or messing with my headset's trying to stop me from doing this recording. All the fun stuff. All right, we're gonna get back to where we were.
Scared.
Nothing you do can scare me. Do something to. The banging doesn't scare me. That isn't scaring me. I'm not even going to open the door.
So before we get to the next section, I think I no, I haven't. This is now actually when she did say that it was when he says nothing you can do scares me. All he's able to think of that is she's trying to scare him. What a waste of her time. If she wanted to, she could make his make literally yeah. Meanwhile, she shit his pants. And he has no idea what a schmucky is. He's thinking that his faith is a false god protects him from all the danger. Now he's being borderline moron. The only true gift of religion is keeping you ignorant, stupid, and in control. That's really it. It's very coming from my own family, seeing how it is with religion. It's just it's like being deep fried. It's like trying to eat. It's like going to Texas State Fair and eating deep fried Oreos. That's exactly what that Oreo is sweet. It seems to be sweet. It hurts your stomach. Put that in deep fried batter. Put that out, and your stomach's gonna love you in the toilet. That's goodness. Um, But yeah, that's pretty much what it feels like a lot of the times. And then to continue on, those bangs were seven bangs, and that was actually at 9:33. And Lily makes seven bangs, which is telling him spirit. This is simply saying that spirit, my free self, is coming to him and making a body, which is what will scare him, and it will. So this is more specifically details of what will scare him, and it will scare anyone if they don't are not aware enough on the other side to see it. And then let's see here. I was about to say it. The next one's at 9:56.
Do something else. Bottom.
So right there, actually, she's meaning when she needs my button, she's meaning it's time to button up your present life in that house. You'll always have it, but you're moving. So this is what she was meaning when she said button.
Where are you hiding? I think go left. So this is my position. When he said that, I was stood here. So going left is in here. Hanging up.
Okay, so Lily's done. She said, "Go left, put your phone down, get on, go to sleep, whatever, do whatever. I'm done, whatever." And that's also what she also meant when she said hang up. Um, yeah, and to give you the explanations, when she literally said go left, as in meaning go to the kitchen, put your phone down, and she's done talking. That's pretty much what it is. And then when she said hang up at 10:22, as she's done trying to communicate with the brick that won't use the knowledge I have already given him, basic numerology, lists on the front page of the spiritualfoundation.com, and reading book one of the creation series on amazon.com, creation is beginning in your origin. Those, if you were to go and get that and start reading that and come back to this video and look at that, he's going to realize, oh, it made Lily mad. Yeah, and she's done. She's like, all right, enough of this. Um, and that's why, specifically, next, what you're about to see.
Now, are you in here with me now? Are you in here with me? Can you knock this out my hand? You said Bella, and there was one there. Can you knock it out my hand? Or even better, knock it off the table. Knock it off the table. I'm going to turn that off in a minute. I'm
So, yeah, this is one of those moments where, um, when you know your mama's mad, she don't say anything. She's shocked. Oh shoot, you done? Oh, you done did it. Might as well pack up your bags and bury under the ground. You are definitely gonna get buried with it too. Um, but this is me. I'm gonna explain specifically. That was just my own explain, but it's like it's that feeling of that. When Lily says I'm shot, she's meaning that you can't do anything better than you are. Stuck in your religious ignorance when you are so much more than you can realize. She knows it's gonna take my being there in spirit and in your face to straighten you out, and I will. So she's like, all right, Era's gonna take care of it because once he's home on the other side and he's right there in front of you, yeah, you won't be able to say those very things. Um, and this is something also y'all remember too, like so many people are so much in denial on so many things, and it forces you to go through more abuse to your body, and you don't want to feel that abuse to your body, and it's something that everyone goes through, and they force that dogma, they force those words, they say that to other people, and nothing gets done because no one is there to actually straighten out, which is what Arrow's going to be dealing with when he gets home. That's his job. What he's doing is going to help people understand who they are, their origin, and the creation, and then actually understanding what's actually happening and what's real. And he's going to show them. He's going to show all of us what's really there. So that's a very important part to understand. You will eventually understand when it all comes around. Same thing with the tsunami. Same thing what's going on over in China. Same thing that's going on in the Middle East. Same thing that's going on in India, America, Europe, South America, everywhere. And not just here. We're talking every planet. There's over a trillion planets with just about a billion lives on there, and that's a lot of people. And this is he's going to be going to everyone, not just us, everyone, even those who are on the other side too, so they don't crack up all the stuff. All right, so we're gonna go. This is the same thing. He just continues talking and not really, you know, it's just what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna cut. A few things did happen. I remember. Yeah, no. We're gonna cut to him sleeping. And let's see here, 13, 17. Yeah, we're gonna watch this section. So this is the last part of everything. Okay. So I pretty much I'm gonna say it real quick. This him coughing. So Lily is actually right nearby him, and making him cough is to give him the experience that JR is experiencing right now. The coughing that he goes through, and he's coughing while he's suffocating at the same time. He's getting that experience, just a little taste of what JR goes through. So when he comes back to this video, this is for him to understand. Oh, that's what that felt like. And but to also give you the actual explanation, Lee is already feeling someone with him. Again, oh wait, I'm sorry, 13, 17. Lee's awoken coughing very hard, which he never does. Lee wants him to understand just a touch of what Era's going through as he's finished dying, and is coughing hard continuously while suffocating. So this is what I just explained before, but it's the same thing. It's just essentially, yeah, just a little touch, just a touch, not nothing wrong, just a touch. And now we're gonna go through the. He's very much in a weird mode. He's like half asleep, so he's aware, but he's not fully. Okay, so there's two different timestamps. The one, like I just spoke about with 1317, but the next one is 1350. And this is actually Lee's feeling somebody's right here. And this is someone with him again. And just like downstairs, he's made to look up the covers, popped up a little next to him, trying to help him understand that in spite of himself, she is there with him, protecting him even when he's asleep. So even when he's asleep, she's next to him, making sure he's safe. So in spite of everything he has said and what's going on, commanding all that stuff, she still loves and she still cares and she's communicating this experience with him to say, "Hey, I'm right here. You're okay. You're safe." And then at 13:55, Lee was just Lee getting up. He's seeing that something's under the cover near him because he can feel that someone's with him. Lee's primary metaphysical power point is solar plexus. There's pineal, heart, and solar plexus, which he's strongest in. And he has strong heart energy, but his little pineal, so his pineal is not as strong as see. He'll fix that when he gets home. So it's just his pineal. It's not as strong. This is also another big reason why it's hard for him. He's actually asking questions, using the spirit box and everything, just to communicate. But he's having these experiences. He knows something is there, and he has the heart, and it's there. It's just not close. just a little closer. We're gonna continue on. This is up to 15:07. So it's about to happen soon. So you see him checking his arm. He feels something is there, but he doesn't understand. It's like there's nothing there, but why do I feel? What's going on? He keeps checking. And he gets ready to go to sleep, but he still feels it. His understanding is something's there. Hell, dude. So the last bit, FAT-07, Lee feels something different, something wrong with his two forearms. Here, Lily is making him feel the sores I have on my forearms. Then she takes it away and puts him to sleep. Lily just wanted him to understand just a touch of what I'm going through in the near future. He'll remember his discomfort and flash back on it, finally understanding a little more. So, yeah, this is like I said, this video is important for him. This is big with Lily. And Lily, in spite of everything he does, she just wants them to understand. And she wants everyone to have their free will. She doesn't want to kill anyone. They want nothing to do with that. But when things needs to be necessary and it needs to be known, hey, this is how they'll go through it. So this is just Lily. Now imagine when Era's home, whoa, everyone's gonna be experiencing some unique situations. There is a little bit more, but I'm gonna write it in the description so you all can read it. But this video is pretty much done. This analysis. It's a metaphysical exercise slash explaining what's going on. I'm not really gonna edit anything. I'm just gonna really put this up. So yeah, y'all have a good day or night out there. Alright, y'all.